E-E-R-E. It's about the toys. If you are a new subscriber, text new subscriber in the comment section below, and I will give you a shout out during the next main episode. Thank you. Now on to the show. Welcome to another episode of English Ed Reviews Everything. I'm your host and everyone's favorite flatmate, Lucky English Ed, and today is Show and Tell 12, episode 12 of season 2, and today we're taking a look at the Masters of the Universe New Eternia Buzz Off. Now, I've wanted this figure for a while. This is only my 5th figure in the new He-Man wave, the Masterverse collections as it is, and I have to say, I love flying figures. Figures with wings, whether they're bird-like wings, bat-like wings, insect-like wings. I just love figures with wings, which is why, on a side note, more or less unrelated, I can't wait until we get the renders, the digital renders of Vulture from G.I. Joe Classified. But enough of that, let's focus on this guy right here, Buzz Off. This is the front of the packaging. We got some cool artwork on the side of the packaging, and then we have here we have the cross sale at the bottom, and we have a little write-up up here. I'll read it out for you people. Buzz Off, spy in the sky. After the cataclysm destroyed the Great Queen's Nest, Eternia's bee people, known as the Andreans, nearly collapsed as a society. They were saved by their warrior lord, Buzz Off, who reclaimed order and set off to establish a new home for his people as their king. That's pretty dope and a little confusing. I get it, they're an intelligent race of anthropomorphic bee people, but I've never like a king of bees. Interesting. I'm not going to sit here and say it's stupid, but it's very, very interesting. Here is the other side of the box, just the name. So now let's crack this bad boy open and take a serious look at him. Here we go. Here he is out of the packaging, and full disclosure, I removed his chest harness to get a close-up on it, and when I tried to put it back on, sorry for the shaking of the camera, when I tried to put it back on, I noticed I could not get it to stay on because the rubber is so malleable or flimsy that it would not stay in place. So, as I said, full disclosure, I crazy glued that bitch back on. I have no intentions of taking it off beyond this review, so it's just gonna stay on him permanently. If push comes to shove, I can always use some nail polish remover and remove it like that, but I don't see that happening anytime in the near future. Now, let's take a look at this figure's articulation. On the box, it states that it has 30 points of articulation, which is written right here. Let's get it in the shot. Written right there, 30 points of articulation. I can't count it simply because I don't know what they consider to be a point of articulation. But what I do know is, with the basic He-Man figure having 30 points of articulation, he would have more because of his wings. So, he has, way down here, an ankle rocker and a pivot. Let's get that on camera. Hinge and a pivot. He has a boot cut, which is awesome. He has double jointed knees. Gotta love that. He's a little on the stiff side, so let's... Oh man, that is stiff. There we go. Activated double jointed knees. He has a thigh swivel. His splits are that. He has a swivel at the waist. He also has a diaphragm ball joint, which is awesome. Getting that much tilt. Push him more. Getting that much tilt. And some swivel in there. His head is on a single joint. Not a single joint, but on a dumbbell joint. The oh man, the sculpt in that neck looks really, really nice. His head is on a swivel, on the ball joint, as I just saw. 360 rotation. He has a ball joint at each shoulder, allowing for 90-degree swivel. He has a bicep swivel, which allows for that. And that. Double jointed elbows, as you can clearly see. And he has a swivel and a hinge at his wrists, which allows for that. But the hinge doesn't work like G.I. Joe, Valiverse, things like that. It only works to open the hand. The claw portion only opens, only the top claw portion, let's get a close-up on that. Only the top claw portion can open and close. Now, I think that was a missed opportunity, but it's okay. Taking a look at his wings, my wings came out of the box just a tad warped. Let's do that. Just a tad warped. You can possibly see that. One wing is just a little out of whack with the other. This wing. But a little heat can fix that. His wings can flex up like so. His smaller wings can also do that. Now, for some reason, this has been coming out. I'm not exactly sure why that's been disconnecting. I've done that. Yeah, it's a little weird. I don't know why. But his wings also articulate. The heck? Yeah, his wings also articulate out like that. The smaller wings can rotate like so. The bigger ones are on a sort of ball joint, but not entirely. And then the hinge, or rather, this part here, I don't know what you would call it, also flexes. But it comes out so damn easily. Now, I'm not sure if that's a defect on for just my figure or across the board. I haven't been seeing that, but let's get this guy into a nice pose as it is. Snap that in there. See, now I can't move it at all. That looks pretty darn cool. Let's get him into something really sick, because I'm liking this figure. I love flying figures, even though his wings aren't the greatest. That's awesome. Let's push him more towards the center. Let's get his feet under him, like so. And let's get this camera back. That's pretty dope. I do like him. The sculpt detail is just magnificent, as y'all can clearly see. Why don't you take a closer look on that head sculpt. That is just fantastic. Now, as a kid growing up, I did not have a buzz-off from the original Origins. No, not the Origin. The OG, the very first He-Man figures. I did not have a buzz-off. However, my cousins, Blade and Daytona, they did. So, I played with theirs whenever I visited. That jewel in the middle looks pretty damn fly. I'm guessing that will be his crown. If he's the king, he's supposed to be the king. I guess that will be his crown. That's awesome. So, taking a look at his helmet, it is made of a translucent plastic, but it's pretty hard. That's what she said. It's pretty hard. So let's take a look. Sorry about that, folks. Let's take a look and just snap that on. Not gonna lie, it makes his head look a little big. Let's get a close-up on that. Makes his head look a little big. Let's sit him down and take that fire axe. Sorry for the noise. Now, this axe got some pretty cool detail in it. It's got like chips and cracks in it. But here's the thing. If we're taking a close look at this, you'll notice the knuckle guard or hand guard is on the side and the blade is facing like that. Which, in my opinion, this would be a left-handed person's axe with the knuckle guard sitting on the outside like that. Which, in my opinion, makes Buzz Off left-handed. That's just the way I see it. That's how I'm going to display him. And there we have it. The axe in his, I keep wanting to say hand, but his claw. He looks really dope. I'm liking the fact that he has like this armor coming down off the thigh and not just the fur loincloth. But let's compare him to the only other figure I own right now with wings in the He-Man, made by Mattel for the He-Man line, which would be one of my favorite figures, Sunny, aka Sunman. Now that is just fantastic to look at. Don't know why I got a crazy glue bottle sitting in the frame, but that just looks fantastic. I'm loving the way they look together. Let's get his wings. That looks awesome. That looks awesome. Two flying figures with their wings spread. That looks fantastic. I'm gonna get a lot of play out of this guy right here. It's a beautiful thing. It really is. But in any event, people, this has been Lucky English Ed, and remember, toys are art. Thanks for watching.